folks, before I go any further, I gotta clean up my chest real quick. I first started this YouTube channel because I wanted to hear about, what if the SWAC did a SWAC versus Ivy League bowl game at the end of the season, like an All-Star game, right? No, I don't want to do that because Ivy League doesn't play. Is all I heard. Ivy League doesn't do any kind of postseason thing, and now the Ivy League is playing against Japan in the postseason thing. The same exact idea I had. Now I say, you know what? We should do a SWAC versus a Sun Belt challenge because the Sun Belt is the closest team in your area. Nah, that's not gonna happen. That shouldn't happen. The SWAC don't play the Sun Belt. We don't play them kind of schools, and I see why y'all don't play them, but y'all definitely playing them now. I mentioned before that NC Central was gonna go back a little further. So NC State was gonna beat Jackson. They beat Jackson. I said Central was gonna beat New Hampshire. All the quote unquote big name people. You have no idea what you're talking about. There's no way they're gonna beat New Hampshire. Beat the hell out their ass. No response. FAMU playoffs. No response. Talked about Central beating Howard beating Central. No response. Talked about how North Dakota State should just go FBS. No response. That North Dakota State should play a home and home or a neutral site game with Jackson. How it would be beneficial, and it will not be something North Dakota State will want to do because at the time it wouldn't work out for them. I got called all kind of crap for that, but it's funny. The same freaking idea about in North Dakota State and Jackson State has been signed into rules by North Dakota State and Tennessee State. The same freaking idea. Curious, huh? No, curious about that. How about this one? I told you that a Conference USA was not done expanding. I said they're going to offer they already offered a HBCU, a big name HBCU, but their coach was leaving and they didn't want to jump. I said they're going to offer another HBCU, hopefully after the season when the coach gets re-upped on their contract, and can offer a school in the north to close out the Conference USA. Well, the school in the south, the HBCU, finished the season. Yeah, they finished in glorious fashion. But either they fired the coach or they didn't think he was worth the money he was going to get. So the offer is now off the table. The school up north, Delaware did join the Conference USA. Speaking of which, remember that whole Tennessee State, North Dakota State signed the exact same idea I said that Jackson State should sign with North Dakota State? 2026 is when Matt Conference's contract with ESPN comes up. See, when you have a contract, you don't wait till the last day to try to re-up it, or hopefully you get somebody for more money you found selling catfish to go ahead and get the contract extended. No, you wait 2 years ahead of time, bust your butt on it, and then get it out there. Two schools from the FCS realm who are most locationally situated, financially, and motivated to join the MAC conference are Tennessee State and North Dakota State. I know the North Dakota State people are going to say, particularly one big person in particular, North Dakota State's waiting on the Mountain West contract, Mountain West to call them. Unless the Pac-2 decides to destroy the Mountain West, that phone call ain't coming. So if North Dakota State ever wants to join the FBS the best option would be the MAC. I don't want to hear crap about you don't know because the travel is so bad and oh the travel would make a lot more sense if you wasn't playing Youngstown State, Southern Illinois, Illinois State, Missouri State, Murray State, Indiana State, and Western Illinois. Make it make sense. Same thing goes for good old Tennessee State. I don't want to hear crap about the travel when you're playing Gardner Webb, UT Martin, Eastern Illinois, Southeast Missouri State, Robert Morris, Charleston, and Linwood. I don't want to hear about your travel schedule. When it comes down to it, the ESPN contract gives $1 million a year currently, but the MAC has no media market. You can say Columbus, you can say Cincinnati, you can even say Detroit and Chicago. But do they truly own those media markets? Or they're just on in those media markets? That's the question. North Dakota State, without a doubt, owns their media market. No matter how small you think it is. North Dakota, South Dakota, West Illinois, West Minnesota, Eastern Montana, Wyoming, Northern Nebraska, North Dakota State country. Tennessee State has three competitors in their market: Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Middle Tennessee State. If they decide to actually have a winning team, you can knock out two of those. You need to get teams in the TV market that are going to help your conference. You're already playing on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and Saturdays, and all that stuff. So why don't you go ahead and just add two teams that actually make sense? North Dakota State and Tennessee State can each claim to have 6 to 7 games in their region every year. I guarantee you, if Tennessee State decides to go FBS, that whole Southern Heritage Classic came a whole lot different. And I know you're going to say, well, they don't have attendance right now, but think about it real quickly. If it's December, my team's winning, am I going to stay in DeKalb, Illinois, or come down and watch them play in Nashville, Tennessee? MAC schools usually have better attendance beginning of the year, worse attendance when it decides to get cold off Lake Erie. North Dakota State is one of the best built FCS schools on the field and off the field. Facility wise, it's second to none. Probably Prairie View, that's about it. With this being said, it's 2024. They got about 2 months to get these offers out. We're going to see if ESPN and the MAC pull the strings. Apparently, ESPN finding money all over the place. When it comes time to help out at HBCU and North Dakota State, tell Tennessee State to dig in the couch cushions. We're going to need that money down here, too. It's Coach.